Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. My name is Balram Prasad and I am working with Microsoft as a senior software engineer. And today we are going to learn about Azure App Services and we are going to create an app service plan and app service using Azure Portal in this demo. What is Azure App Services? Azure App Services is a service on Azure cloud computing platform that allow developers to build and deploy and scale web apps, mobile apps, and APIs. It offers a lot of different features that enables us developers to focus on writing code itself and not worry about underlying infra. Let's see some of the feature of Azure App Services. Azure App Services provides a wide range of features, including automatic scaling, continuous deployment, easy integration with other Azure services. Suppose if you have a need where you are putting a sale on a website and you think that load will be high, you can configure this Azure App Services in some way that it can handle all the loads. You do not have to worry about. Suppose you know that your application is being used most of the time on that weekdays and weekend is slow load, then you can schedule that way so that it will automatically scale on the weekdays and scale down on the weekend to save cost. It also offers built-in support for popular programming languages such as .NET, Java, Node, Python. We can deploy our web apps or API apps or mobile apps using container or virtual machines. How to use Azure App Services? To use Azure App Services, we need to have a Azure account, maybe free or maybe pay as you go, maybe dedicated plans. Once we have account, we can create a new app service plan. Then we can create web app or mobile app or REST API app and deploy our application. We can deploy our web app using continuous deployment or FTP. We can create and manage this infra using Azure Portal, Bicep, ARM, or PowerShell. There are a lot of different ways provided based on different scenarios. If you see some costing plans for that one, we can try using this service using F1, which is free. We can use this free and shared plan to develop and test our applications, and then we can go for basic plan. If our use case say that we need more cores, more RAMs, more performance, then we can go for app service premium plans. Let's go and create our first Azure App Services using Azure Portal. So for this demo, we are inside Azure Portal and we have a subscription and we have created a resource group called App Service Demo. Once we go to Marketplace, we can search with App Service Plan. This will give an options for creating App Service Plan, and we can click on create and see that what are the different options it is giving. So as we have seen in previous demo also, we have to provide which subscription, which resource group, and then names and other things. Then we have to go for pricing plans, right? So we can go and choose the pricing plan which we have seen into our PPT. There are free and basic, which is popular options, and if we see that for dev test we can go for free and basic and other things. For production most workload we can go for this premium version. We can go ahead and select any of that, and if we go in next, it will create that, right? But this is one way to create that. And then we have to create a web app. But if we go directly to create a web app, like suppose if we wanted to deploy a web application, right? Let's see that. So I can go for web app and I can click on create. It also goes for similar stuffs, but let me put that name, which web app demo. Now it asks that which way you want to go with publish, right? Code or container or a static web app. Right now I'm going with code. We are not using any Docker container and other things. And then it asks that which runtime or which programming platform which you are going to use, .NET, Java, Node, PHP, Python, which one. So I'm going to use .NET 7 for now. And then it asks that which operating system you are going to use, Linux or Windows, right? So we are going for Windows and region, which region you want to deploy this web application. And based on that one, whatever region we have given, it try to find out if any plan exists, app service plan exists, if you have previously created or not. I have different plans, that's why it is coming, but you can create a new one from here. So suppose I want to create a new one, app service plan, right? Soft app service plan, and then I can create in same previous option, that it will give an options to choose what you want to do. That one, I want to go for a standard, I want to go for basic, so let's go for basic, or I can go for free also. Let's go for free. And then we can go for, if you have database and other things, you can go and create the database from this place itself, but we are not going. What kind of deployment? So right now I'm going to disable this continuous deployment for my web app. Networking, you can limit that network injection and other things based for security. Monitoring, if you wanted to enable app inside or not, we will say no right now. And we can put the tagging for management purpose. We can go and review, and then we can click on create. Now it has created first that app service plan, right? This is type of server farms. Then it is going to create our resources. So if you see this one, after this one, it has created the website also. If we go to resources, and if we can see this resource group, the first has came. If you refresh, it takes a couple of minutes to come sometimes. So now second is also come. So this is our app service plan, and then we have app services. So if we browse this app services, we can see this is web app, and if we click on this default domain, we can see our default applications is deployed. So right now our web app is running and a sample application is deployed over there. So if you notice that one, how easily we can create a app services web app. Same way, suppose if you wanted to deploy a REST based API, right? So we can go and say that I want to deploy a API app, right? REST based API or app something. So it gives that options to API app. If we go and click, and if you see this one, this deployed RESTful API in seconds. So let's go and create that one. So if we say that, and same way we have to select that what stack we are going to use, and Windows. Now if you see, it has populated our app service plan because it's in the same region, and we can create a new from here also, but because we have one app service plan, we can use that app service plan for multiple web applications also. Same way we can go for next deployment, same disable. I'm not enabling anything, I'm not doing this one also. Tagging for monitoring purpose, we can go and create this API app. So see that how easily we can deploy a web app, how easily we can create a API app in seconds using Azure portals. Now we can see that this API app, which is also Microsoft.web.sites, is deployed. If we go to resource, and let's go to resource group. Now our third resource has been created, which is API app. And if we go, and you can see that this is API app, and if we go back to our RG, right, and if we go for this one is web app. Both are API app, which is hosted on our this app service plan. So if we go to app service plan, you can see two app has been hosted here, and this is pricing tier is F1. You can scale, if you see that, you can go and scale up. Maybe that you want to change a different plan, you can change different plan. Or if you wanted to scale out, where you wanted to configure the scale out method, where manual, automated and rule based automated scaling will happen, that for that you need to change the plan, because that does not support inside free one. If we go back, and if we wanted to see that how API app looks like, so if we click our domain for this API app, it will also bring that basic website which is deployed with our creation. So once we will deploy our API app here, depending upon this we can use. The conclusion of this demo is Azure App Services is powerful cloud computing service that allow us to build and deploy our web app, mobile app, API with ease. It provides a lot of different features and easy integration with Azure services. We need to focus on development part instead of worrying infra and scaling and maintaining a lot of different things. Thank you.